bought the penthouse here for £120 million. Yeah, basically what he bought two actually. He bought two apartments, did a lateral conversion, and kind of doubled his space. But the reason why it's so expensive, they joined on this rather fancy hotel here. You can see the men on the left-hand side in their red uniforms. This is the Mandarin Oriental. This is where Princesses Elizabeth and Margaret had dancing lessons when they were children. So you can actually call room service from your apartment in the apartment blocks we just saw, which is obviously quite a fancy thing to do. Now, the wonderful thing about London, really I think quite a unique thing about London, is the sheer abundance of green space that we have in London. And to your left you're looking at Hyde Park, which is one of the bigger royal parks that we have here in London. Joined on with Kensington Gardens, where we started our tour, it is actually the biggest green space in the whole of London. But this is where they have big celebrations. So a few years ago, tens of thousands of people came for Nelson Mandela's 90th birthday here. Last year, of course, on the April the 29th, we had the royal wedding, and 200,000 people were in that park watching all the celebrations take place on the big screens there. So we have a huge number of these royal parks, as they're called. We have 5 just in the centre of London. They're all quite a decent size. On the right hand side, this Cream Hotel here was Michael Jackson's favourite hotel, and I thought it was the one he dangled his baby off, but that's pretty dumb of me to think that. Look, there's no balconies there, and then I found out that was actually in Germany where he did that. But it used to be a hospital until the 1980s, and I was told by one of the doormen, who look rather odd. They've got these kind of traditional bowler hats on. They look like that, what's that guy called? Oddjob from that Bond film Goldfinger. But they actually told me that they've still got a mortuary down in the basement, and that's where they keep the bread fresh. Now, £4,000 a night, I do hope that was a bad joke, and it wasn't actually the case. Now, as we go over the lights here, do look at the second pedestrian light, as we call it. I guess you call it, what do you call it, like a crosswalk light? So you'll see 2 on the right-hand side, yeah? Because normally it's for a pedestrian, isn't it? You've got a red man, green man. Look at the second one, as we go past it on the right-hand side. You'll see it's not a man, it's actually a horse. Again, this is like sort of British humour. We think we're completely hilarious. We're not really, we're no funnier than any other nation, but you'll see it there, look at that, you see, so that when the horse knows when to cross the road. Oh, get out of the way, you double-decker bus. So, the idea is that the members of the household cavalry, who are the sort of bodyguards of the Queen, every day they'll trot through that big archway in the middle, and that archway celebrates our victory, momentous victory over Napoleon, of course. We're very good at about banging on about our victories in this country. Kind of gloss over the defeats, such as at the hands of you guys.